Thanksgiving. So it's going to be about 5 videos that you will need to watch if you want to learn how to cook chicken and dressing, pies, meatloaf, and all of that. A lot of the recipes will be keto, so just keep watching. We have a family member that's coming that wasn't able to make it to our Thanksgiving last year. So we decided that we would give her a Thanksgiving dinner party. So keep watching. Today I'm doing a Thanksgiving prep. So what I'm gonna make is a cauliflower cheese bake. And these are the ingredients. I have 2 cups of cauliflower. I have a half an onion. I have a half a bell pepper. And I have 3 cloves of garlic. I'm gonna place the cauliflower in this bowl here, and I'm gonna steam it for about 5 minutes. Here's some greens, some kale greens, and I have 2 bags of kale greens in here. And I'm taking the bones out of the meat because this is turkey necks. This is what they look like. And I haven't tasted them yet, but I'm gonna taste them to make sure that I have enough seasoning in them, salt and pepper. This is for a dinner party that will be held on Monday. We have a family member that's coming in that's not keto, but most of the Thanksgiving dinner will be keto. I took the broccoli out of the microwave, and I still have it covered with my glass top. That way it can continue to cook. Because when I make the broccoli casserole bake, I'm just gonna place it in the oven so the cauliflower will continue to cook in the oven. The cauliflower cheese bake, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of butter. I already have the onion chopped up, a half onion, half a cup of milk. That could be any kind of milk. You can make this vegan if you like. And 1 pack of cheddar cheese. I'm gonna add 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 3 eggs. And I will bake it in the oven at 350 degrees for about 50 to 60 minutes. Alexa, stop. I'm going to add 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. I'm using fresh nutmeg, so I'm gonna grate it. 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. Now I added the 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. Eggs in here, I'm gonna add that to it. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add my 1 teaspoon of 1/4 teaspoon. Okay, I'm prepping the onions, bell pepper, and the garlic. So all of this is going to be ready to go in the oven on Monday afternoon. So this is how I prep my food for a large family. So take it step by step. This is going to be a very long video, so I'm going to try to put it in 3 or 4 different parts so that you can see the Thanksgiving. I added the 2 tablespoons of butter to the pan before I added the vegetables in there. So this is some bacon, uncured bacon that I baked in the oven for 30 minutes at 350 degrees. So it is ready for breakfast. I added 1/3 cup of heavy cream, a half a cup of sour cream. I added the sea salt in there, which was a 1/4 of a teaspoon. And I'm about to mix the eggs in with the cauliflower. And the last thing I'm going to add is the cheese. So this will be ready to go in a baking pan on Monday afternoon. I added the eggs and cheese in there. I added half of the bag of cheddar cheese. I'm going to add the other half on top of the casserole when I get ready to bake. So now I'm going to go ahead and place this in the refrigerator. I just want to point out one thing. You can't do this with mac and cheese, but with cauliflower, you can. And if you did cauliflower and broccoli, you could do this, because I just steamed it for 5 minutes and it's going to continue to cook in the oven. And what I'm going to do is put this in the same refrigerator, the cheese, so that I won't have to look for anything when I get ready to put this dish together on Monday. Today is Saturday, so I'm doing all of this on Saturday. Pounds of chicken wings. I'm gonna just add some salt and some pepper to the wings, and I'm gonna place them back in the refrigerator. I washed off the wings and washed the bag out, so I'm gonna place it back in the refrigerator after I add 3.5 teaspoons of salt to these wings, and the same amount in pepper. That is 4 pounds of wings, so I'm about to place them back in the refrigerator. I added the pepper. Been sneezing. Make me sneeze. I'm getting ready to prep my bacon meatloaf. This is a beef meatloaf. This is 5 pounds of ground beef. I have to pull out my old standby bowl that I used to use in a restaurant, especially when I'm cooking for a large crowd. It comes in handy. So let me just take it out of the package here. Now this is a keto bacon meatloaf, okay? Just so you know. Okay, to this 5 pound pan of ground beef, I added 4.5 teaspoons of sea salt. That's teaspoons. And 4.5 teaspoons of black pepper. So now I'm gonna add a little turmeric, about a tablespoon of turmeric. This is going in the meatloaf. About a teaspoon and a half of cumin. Two tablespoons of paprika. 1 tablespoon of parsley. 1 tablespoon of basil. A tablespoon of amino sauce. It's like soy sauce, but it's not soy based. So that is in there. Garlic, bell peppers, and onions. This is a whole onion chopped. This is 3/4 of a bell pepper chopped. And this is 4 cloves of garlic. Let me mix it up. I'm going to add 3 eggs to this ground beef mixture. You want to mix this up really well. All of the seasoning will go all the way through the meat and the eggs. know the bell peppers and the onions have some carbs, but this is a special occasion, so it's not going to hurt to eat a slice of this meatloaf, even though there's onions, lots of onions and garlic in this meatloaf. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to cut this kind of in half because I have some people that are coming that does not eat pork, but they eat beef. So I'm going to make a smaller meatloaf for them and the larger ones for those that, we got more people that eat pork that doesn't eat pork. So I'm going to make one small meatloaf without the bacon on top. This would make one small meatloaf without the bacon. So I've separated it and it's going in the refrigerator. And now I'm gonna form this one and add the bacon on it. That way it'd be ready to go in the oven on Monday afternoon. I use a whole pack of bacon. That's like 16 ounces. So let me set it up on here, right? This is not how it's gonna look. I have to take it out of here and place it on a pan that I'm gonna cook this bacon meatloaf in. Okay, here's my big baby here, meatloaf. I had to put it on some aluminum foil because I didn't want to add a large pan to my refrigerator because I'm gonna need all the refrigerator room I can get. So here it is. I'm gonna wrap it up in aluminum foil and place it in the refrigerator.